When I was 20 years old, I adopted my 1-year-old brother because my parents thought to fix their marriage they could have another kid. Like that was the key. And all it did was cause them more problems and financial problems. So they decided when he was one that they was just gonna give him up for adoption. And I begged them, I told them, don't do that. Don't give him up. Please, I'll take him. Give him to me. All that. And they still put him up for adoption. My older brothers, they didn't want him. My grandparents, they were too old. Other relatives turned a blind eye. So when CPS came and talked to me, I said, yes, give him to me. I want him. I will look after him. He was one. I was staying with my partner at the time and I took him in with us. And my grandparents, they gave me a lot of help and I really did appreciate them. But when I took my brother in, my parents, they were mad at me. They all gave me the stank eye. My brothers did too. My parents, they all didn't want anything to do with me because it was like I was doing some bad thing by taking my brother in by preventing him from leaving our family. Right? So that was when I was 20. So for years, I was the outcast. They were mad at me. They didn't want to speak to my little brother at all. They didn't want anything to do with him. But my grandparents helped and they helped and they helped. And when they passed away, they left me the money. That way I could take care of my little brother. And they all were mad. My parents were mad. My brothers were mad because they didn't get anything. They were mad at me for what I had done, saying my decision is why they didn't get any money. My uncles and aunties, they didn't care because they support me. They finally realized, yeah, he did the right thing. So they weren't even mad that they didn't get any money. But now my parents and my brothers are trying to talk to my son. They're trying to talk to my son now, getting in his ear. And usually I would shut down anything that they're saying because no, you don't get to have a relationship with him now that you pick and choose. So I shut down any type of conversation they try to have one-on-one. Now, of course, I would still let him talk to his grandparents because technically, right, they're his grandparents. And yeah, I let him talk to his uncles. But as far as a one-on-one, you trying to feed him information, all that, no. I am now 26 years old. I am 26. My brother is 7 now. My son is 7 now. And my parents are trying to get custody of him. They want him now. They've been trying to talk to him one-on-one. They've been trying to get more time with him at the house. They are trying to regain custody. They let me know that they want him back. And I said, no, you abandoned him once, didn't want him. I love him. He is my son. Then they said, well, you have to tell him the truth. And yeah, eventually I am. I am going to tell him the truth that I'm his brother. You are their parent. Like y'all are his parents. And y'all gave up on him. Believe me, I will. But he's just 7 years old. He don't need to know that right now. I don't want to throw his whole world upside down. I'm not trying to do that to him. But my parents are like, you need to tell him, you need to give him back. We're going to sue you for custody. And I said, good luck. Good luck with that because this is my son. He calls me dad. For the past 6 years, I have taken care of him. So I made a hard decision and I told him, hey, you're adopted. My parents are your parents. We're brothers. They didn't want you, blah, blah, blah. A good little rundown, right? I didn't use the words they didn't want you, but basically tell them what happened. And of course, he's 7 years old. He didn't grasp everything that I was saying. He didn't understand the concept of what I was saying, but he understood when I was like, hey, this is your real daddy. This is your mommy. He understood that. And he was quiet for the day, unusually quiet. But at the end of the day, he came up to me, gave me a hug, and he said, I love you, Dad. I love you too, son. So my parents, they can fight all they want to because they gave up on him. I told them not to. I begged them. And now that I have him, I'm not letting them get him